Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Solidify! Gather! Order guide you!
Things are about to get dicey. Busted. Gotcha.
You win! This...
Take it easy.
Stabilize!
Boom boom! Motion to compel. Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
The campaign begins.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Gather!
There is no escape!
Boom boom! Ha! Chia! Cha! Chia!
Illusion shattered! Ha! Ha!
Freeze!
Chia! Chia! Cha!
Stabilize!
Wrap up a flame! Ha! Chia!
Don't get frostbite. Ha! Ha! Dodge this! Ah! Ha! Ah! Ha! Ah!
Inazuma shines eternal! Ha!
Motion to compel!
Solidify!
There is no escape!
Chia! Chia! Cha! Cha! Chia! Chia! Chia!
Ha! Ha!
Ha! Cha! Ha!
Gather!
Torn to oblivion! Ha!
Boom boom! Chia! 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 Cha!
I will have order!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Inadmissible evidence! Ha! Chia! Motion to compel!
down!
Boom boom! Ha! Ja! Ta! Ja! Ha! Ta! Ja! Wrap up the flame! Ja! Ja! Ta! Ja! Ja! Ta! Ha! Ja! Ha! Ja! Ta! Ja! Ta! Ha!
Stabilize! This is order!
There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
Ja!
Solidify!
Illusion shattered!
Incinerate! Ja! Ja! Ha! Ta! Ta! Ja! Ja! Ja!
Stabilize! Order guide you!
Don't get frostbite. Cool it.
Motion to compel!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Invisible evidence! Ja! Ja! Ha! Ta! Ja!
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come
Ancient
across
alchemy
Liyue
truly
tend to
is
stay a while.
fascinating.
So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same. As I re-
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Today's recommendation is the steak.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
The most prosperous commercial for
But where are those? Who share the memory.
The Golden House is sacrosanct.
The Golden
None
House
may
is
enter without good
sacrosanct.
cause.
None may go in and out as they please.
State your business here.
The Golden House is sacrosanct. None may go in and out as they please.
The Golden House is sacrosanct.
The
None may
world
enter
remains
without good cause.
constant over the
State your
centuries,
business here.
but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
The Golden House is... None may go in and out as
State your business here.
The Golden House is sacrosanct. None may go in and out as they please.
State your business here.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Don't disappoint me.
I will protect you.
Give up!
Steady as stone. And leap.
Need a more physically demanding.
Yeah.
Submit! Yeah!
Flags fly. And leap. The campaign begins.
Let's do this.
Ready for trial.
The Golden House is sacrosanct. None may go in and out as they please.
State your business here.
The Golden House is sacrosanct.
I wonder.
None may enter without
Will
good
I
cause.
finally make sergeant?
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Inactivity serves no purpose
None may
whatsoever.
go in and out as they please.
The Golden House is sacrosanct. None may enter without good cause.
State your business here. State your business here.
I wonder, when will I finally make sergeant?
The world remains constant over the centuries. But human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. How unbecoming. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. You've got a trick or two.
Solidified!
Take it easy. Quietly now.
No use hiding back there. All you do is run.
Gotcha. Quietly now.
Got you.
Gather!
Gotcha.
No use hiding back there.
Game's up. Fun's over. Busted.
I will have order! Stabilize!
Some you win.
Take it easy.
Some you lose.
I wonder, when will I finally make some...
Solidify!
Incinerate! Boom boom!
Gather!
Illusions are but distractions. Shine down! Strike cloud confirmed! This world's
Stabilize.
completing shame.
Now you shall perish! Breath of flame!
Your verdict is decided. Weak. Pathetic.
This is order!
Motion to
This
compel!
god is eternal. Purge all obstacles.
Perish! Boom boom! Invisible evidence!
Purge all obstacles.
Order guide you! Stabilize!
Follow my
Incinerate!
blade. Witness the final calamity.
Boom boom!
Perish.
This is order. Gather.
Eternity is in my hands.
Stabilize. I will have order.
Torn to oblivion!
Breath of the flame. Around. Incinerate.
This ends now.
Solidify.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Motion to compel.
This is order.
Inadmissible evidence. Incinerate.
Euthymia crumbles before me.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Scatter! Skyward! All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Stabilize!
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
Shine down!
Detestable.
Illusion shattered!
Right now. Right here.
Gather!
Into the frozen void.
There is no escape!
Faster.
Order guide you!
Oh. Right now. Emerge. Right now.
Stabilize!
Shine down!
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors. Emerge, right now.
Solidify!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Emerge, right here. Emerge. I'm always watching. Right here. Emerge.
I will have order!
Embrace your
Orders
searing
given.
reckoning!
Orders received.
Stabilize!
Faster. Okay.
Now you shall perish!
Put up
Illusion shattered!
Rise!
Life goes on. Right now. Emerge. Right now. Who dares?
Call me
A sight to
a
behold.
witch!
Gather!
What a dreadful ending. Come on now. Emerge. The fun is over.
Stabilize! Gather!
Not every wound will heal! There is no escape!
I never asked for redemption. Never.
Diligence and dedication. Hard work is the only path to greatness. Diligence and dedication. Hard work is the only path to greatness.
Stabilize! What you got?
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Very well. I shall put my official duties to one side for the moment.
Want me to come along?
Kaveh, what are you doing here?
I've changed my mind. I was overreacting earlier. Can we try discussing the project some more?
My apologies as well. Now that I think about it, some of my requests were indeed a bit unreasonable. If I choose you to create the design for my project, I should have a bit more faith in your vision.
Thank you for understanding. Mutual trust is the basis for good communication. Now that we've got that out of the way, I think we can have a more productive conversation. To be perfectly honest, your commission request has been the most peculiar one I've ever received. Even now, I still know nothing about the building's intended purpose. All I know is that you want to build something in the desert for public use. I am aware that overly specific requests will restrain the architect's artistic freedom. However, knowing nothing about the intended purpose of the building also means I have no idea if I'm on the right track. I've produced several draft proposals for you to choose from, and you've rejected every single one. If we don't get on the same page, it could be a decade before we can finally break ground on this project.
Yes, I've given this some thought already. I think we can go with the general direction of the latest proposal that you just showed me. It's just...
Just what?
Putting the building design aside, can we get some less expensive materials for the floor tiles? Yeah, I know someone in the business, and the red bricks he sells can go for pretty cheap. The timber here as well. We should be able to find some substitutes.
Please give me a moment. My head's starting to hurt again. Just please hold on for a second. So, let me get this straight. You want to reduce the cost of the project, right? But if we implement your suggestions, then I'm afraid we have to scrap the entire design. Architectural design cannot be neatly split into discrete parts. Any change to one part of the design will affect the quality of the whole thing. I decided to utilize high-end timber for this section because the weight-bearing structure requires the supporting materials to be durable and strong. Same with the tiles. Switch them out and the entire mural will have to be redesigned. More importantly, if we make such a change, both its practical functionality and aesthetic value will take a great hit. If all you need is a building with a roof that can keep people dry in the rain, you shouldn't have commissioned me. Many architects would be able to build you one of those while charging far less in commission fees.
Actually, Please tell me, are you absolutely sure that there's no room for any changes in this draft of the design?
I think the most important thing for me is to understand what you would actually like to get. If you could tell me more about your vision, I might be able to work with the design some more. You are the client, after all. You should have the final say on how the project turns out.
I want to build something unique. Something quiet and warm inside. A refuge that can block out the world outside. I want all who enter this building to be able to temporarily forget everything that's going on outside of the building and just focus on their task at hand.
That's a bit more information than last time, but it's still extremely vague. To put it another way, every rich person who wants to build a mansion for themselves would request something like this. We've gone through many proposals, and this draft is already the cheapest one. Cutting costs by substituting building materials will not only detract from the overall effect of the building, it also won't save you much more in the grand scheme of things.
Thank you for giving it so much thought. Please, give me some more time to mull over the budget. I'll get back to you once I've figured out a solution. I still have a few...
I also have a similar he does seem real. That's actually the more Mora. Actually, who knows? Huh? Where did he go? I could have sworn he went this way. Let's keep looking. Oh, hey, look! Isn't that Badawi?
Didn't I tell you before? I'm not looking for more workers. Plus, aren't you a bit old for physical labor? If so—
Oh, you won't have to worry about that. I don't have many.
You used—
I know there are—
I'm sorry.
Okay.
He used to be a member of the— We meet?
Huh? What?
That's what we wanted to ask you. Who are you? There's no need for us to continue this project if you—
Believe me, I didn't have— All right, there's no point hiding anything anymore. The building I'm trying to commission—
A library? I've heard that
You're right. The desert is— And what's more, all I know is that as a desert, I don't have much longer left on this world. So I didn't want you to know—
To the point that you even
When I first— Someone agreed. After that, I spent a while— By the way—
Just a hunch. A while I ran into some— He said that he had— And after that, according to him—
Those kinds of things do—
It's ultimately neither of our experience— Yeah, you'll— Anyway,
That's what I was— I've done the math, so—
By cobble
To be honest, all I want is to build this library. A while ago, I know the desert, so even if the—
Yeah, my father passed away. I'm sure a child— But let's break building it according to the— A slightly different— Most architects would probably— While it's true to completely give up on the Morris— However, if we— To make up for the—
I see.
It just as for inspiration.
Aruv.
Okay, then—
Is there something—
Let me think. We want to keep the roads—
All right,
What are you waiting for? Most materials going from— There are a lot of monsters—
Oh, don't worry.
Sight clear! Ha!
Gather!
Scanning!
Motion to compel.
I'm fine. But it's one thing. I didn't think much of it. Few mercy.
Is there someone you—
Unfortunately, sometimes I joined the— If at all possible.
I think it's really maybe he's doing this out of natural kindness. A kindness that hasn't been eroded away by the struggles of... Some people call me but my situation is more complex than that. In the beginning, what drove me to harbor those thoughts was less idealism and more a desire to make up for a sense of guilt. When I was young, I impulsively encouraged my father to take part in the first Inter-Darshan Championship hosted by the Academia. He set off confidently hoping to win something for me, but failed to clinch the title. What's more, he fell into depression after the competition and requested to join an investigative research project in the desert. I never saw him again. Word has it that he got caught in quicksand. Even if other factors may have contributed to his death, the fundamental cause still circles back to me. I started doing many things in life because I wanted to make amends. Even in cases where I couldn't. At this point, I've tried. I could be doing. Anyway, I've known all. He told me a long time ago that no matter. I still believe Unfortunately, as you can see, I'm not the only ideal. And when Oh, please. Either way, all right. Let's head.
I'm not going back there at my age.
I'm so glad Grandpa's okay.
Now that we're here, it's my...
Oh, what's this?
My toolbox. I built it using an ancient mechanical core. It's not too smart, but it's super useful and can help me with a variety of tasks. I'll take Marak and find a suitable location for the building. Once that is done, I'll get to work on a few designs.
Traveler?
Ah, you know each other?
Hello. I suppose you must be Kaveh from Kasharawar. I've heard of you before. My name is Sataria, and I'm currently the person in charge of promoting educational assistance programs here in the desert.
Educational assistance programs. Then you must be familiar with the local conditions here.
I can't say I'm too familiar just yet, but if you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer them.
I've been commissioned by Mr. Badawi to build a library in the desert. We've settled on the general design direction, but we are trying to finalize some details based on the conditions around the intended location.
A library? Do you intend to open it to the public for free?
That's right. I want to make sure the children will have books to read.
That's fantastic! I'm sure the children will be thrilled. Right now, we don't have access to many paper books or a quiet place to read. Truth be told, this very thing has been keeping me up at night.
Let me get straight to my questions, then. Can you estimate the number of children around here who'd be interested in reading? Besides the usual noise of village pedestrians, are there any other sources of noise in the village? Oh, and have any landslides occurred here recently? And also, where are the spots around the village that have been most affected by wind and erosion? All right, that should be everything. Badawi, let's go over the budget again. We'll keep the building structure the same, but make the place a little bigger, so it'll be able to hold more people and get better natural light. The parts of the project that cost the most will be the insulation and ventilation materials. I'm sure you understand, no one likes to read in a place that's hot and stuffy. I want to make significant changes to the arrangement of the bookshelves, tables, and chairs. Our final cost should be... Marak has produced a sketch for all of the inspiration I must give you according to the traditions of my profession. In the meantime...
Every journey has its final day.
We meet?
Huh?
That's what we wanted to ask. There's no need for us...
Believe me. All right.
A library? I've heard that the...
You're right. The desert is too vast. And what's... All I know is I don't have much longer left on this world. I didn't want you to know...
To the point that you...
When I first... Someone agreed. After that, I spent a while... By the way...
Just, I ran into someone. He said that he... And after that, according to him...
Those kinds of things...
It's ultimately, neither of our experiences had anything to do with... Yeah, you'll... Anyway.
That's what I was... I've done the math, so...
By...
To be honest, all I want is to build this library. A while ago, I know the desert, so even if...
Yeah, my father passed, I'm sure, a child... But let's bring... Building it a... Sponsor that does... What do you think?
It's all fine.
Well... You're right. Her? Let's go and pay her a visit.
Motion to compel. Everything's ready. Let's go.
What's that?
Now here are some unexpected guests. What brings you to the Palace of Alcazar Zaray? When I saw Kaveh, I almost thought it must be that time of month again. Sadly for me, I must wait a few more days before I can collect my shiny Mora.
Hey, can't you think of something else for a change? You are literally living in an objet d'art, and yet your mind is still fixated on nothing but Mora? What is the point of wealth, anyway? Is your happiness entirely dependent on your hoard of cold, emotionless Mora?
That's exactly right. Mora is extremely valuable, you see. If you don't keep your mind on it, your Mora may just find its way to somebody else's pockets. If you ask me, this place is still way too empty. Just give me some time and I'll fill it to the brim with lots and lots of Mora.
You're hopeless.
Oh, so you have an merchant? Oh,
I'm
sure.
a fee?
Of course, since we've
500,000? Besides,
3 of my business partners came.
The-
You can wait here.
Dory gave us to be friends.
all right.
So it's...
Correct. I'm not too
So what? Besides,
Hey, there's no need to be so harsh. They are Dory's associates, after all.
well,
Then how
wouldn't that
Yes.
I'll just give a whole I've been to the
education and you
even the
you
Wait, but it's see.
what?
What?
In other, if we want to...
Then there's no hurt. Is there nothing else to this? I'll be off as well.
It seems like...
Hey,
Well, what can I say? Yeah, it looks like we'll have to fix.
How did the meeting go? Want to talk about it? Oh, where did...
Please don't.
What? You can try...
But this isn't. Also, if I'll pay.
All right. In fact,
What? So,
follow me. This is the place.
you said you're going.
You still don't get it, huh?
Huh?
Well, it'll be a...
Seriously? Where's this?
The reasons aren't, however, you...
I get it.
Glenn?
This way, Of course. There. I must think. Now, let's have. Huh? The deed? So hold on a.
So from...
But what about my?
Huh? But before I could...
It's obvious.
Huh?
Oh, fine. I'm going to. Taking this commission was truly the worst decision ever. Actually, while we're on that, what are you doing here at the tavern? Anyway, stress is just an inescapable part of being a working adult. Boss, do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
Wine in a
I know you're already that guy. Another glass.
You've got it.
It really is. But perhaps I would spend a lot. I suppose that all of this.
Here's your drink.
Boss.
The meaning of... Anyway, I don't...
What do you No worries. It's been bothering. Sounds great. Huh? I mean, my mother is also an architect. I've always adored her drawings, and when I was perhaps... In fact, I have also seen my... Unfortunate... I did remember at the time I hadn't quite come to grips with my emotions, and didn't really have it in me to go through any sentimental items. So I just packed anything with memories away in a box and haven't reopened it since. It's been a really long time. Now that so many years have passed, maybe I have finally developed the maturity I need to face those memories without losing my mind. Yeah. Sorry, I've had too much to... Speaking of that, either way, if you want to stick around and see how this will turn... Alright, then let's head... Who knew that the day would come when I, too... Let me see... Anyway, there's no more time for drinks. I'll go take care of the bill.
Join the court.
Alhaitham isn't in, so... Oh, nothing. I just didn't realize how much time had passed. I'm happy for... Anyway, enough about that. Let's see what I packed into this box. What are all these things? Oh, obviously I... Now that I've said that out loud, I suppose I do have criticism. I admit that I was super... Unfortunate. It was only a few days later that my mother took... She didn't scold... Let's see. Is there anything else left in this box? This is when I was a child. Wonder what... If only I... Hey, it's not a matter... Who knows? Maybe this time something will click in my head. I could tell what you were thinking. I've even tried... I wouldn't try... Everyone's like... What do you think? I'm glad you agree. Of all the I created many designs that the academia... Here, this is a great example. This book, History of Ancient Sumeru Architecture, contains some analysis that I did many years ago. Why is Alhatham's handwriting also in here? When did he ever read this book? I guess it's probably from when we worked on that research project together. Anyway, he probably never cared to tell you this, but the House of Dana is where Alhatham and I first met. I came here to do my homework, and saw him sitting by himself next to that row of bookshelves. A group of Haravatat scholars were chatting near him, but he looked as if he was too lazy to join them. There was a pretty stark difference between him and all the rest of them. It was my fault for feeling bad for him. I thought he must have gotten into some kind of trouble and went over to ask if he needed anything, not realizing that...
Not realizing that you were in fact the one in a whole heap of trouble?
Alhatham? Why are you here?
The House of Dana is a public space. Anyone can come here, no?
But shouldn't you be at the records room at this hour? You're not here to watch me make a fool of myself, are you?
You think I would derive amusement from watching you fall into depression over your life's various troubles? I came here to pick—
All right. I admit I was probably overreacting just now.
There was nothing when I was still we had the more important question is— I see. Oh.
Huh?
Sure. Leave any word as a result.
What? Okay, just you wait. I'm going to fix this right now. I'll dig all the books out and return them to the proper shelves.
Oh. Anyway, you were about to say put through the ringer. He probably did suffer quite a bit. That's true. But the satisfaction— there are plenty of architects in Sumer. Clearly, of course, each person is different, and we should respect admonitions will—
Looks like you were having an enjoyable chat while I was gone.
What do you think?
Anyway, you should take a look at this. Look at this comment on page 82. See that?
And it looks like you—
Me?
Why don't you just move all the books? Kaveh had a habit of scribbling and writing in all—
Hey! Oh, actually, I also found a— Huh? You? In that case,
we can all—
If I don't keep— There shouldn't be any—
There are—
See? Come on, let's take a stroll through—
No need.
Port Ormos. No, I didn't design any one specific— Port Ormos, the arch bridge over there, for example. When we ran into residents, I was still young. The true, once built. You think so? My budget. Us creative types know better than— Yeah, we've spent long enough here. Great. This is a rare If you ever feel— Who would have thought that so many primal— We won't be able to— Come at me!
Solidify! Order guide you!
Breath of the flame!
The depths beckon! Cascade! Scanning! Isn't this place great? I often come here to clear— You know what I mean. Just take me— Although you could probably— Life is of course, but still, with different the sight here, my pain, they are far— If you were to ask me what art— You think so? Remember that I still— Those who— I'll try— In any case— Alhaitham isn't in. Oh, nothing. I just didn't realize how much time had passed. The box is pretty dusty, which means it's already been a while. I'm happy for her. Anyway, enough about that. Let's see what I packed into this box. What are all these things? Oh, obviously. Now that I've criticism and I admit that I was super unfortunate. It was only a few days later that my mother took. She didn't scold. Let's see. Is there anything else left in this box? Huh. This is when I was a child. Huh. Wonder why. If only I could. Hey, it's not. Who knows? Maybe this time. I could tell what you were thinking. I've tried I've even I wouldn't try that. So we could. My mother was. Let me think. Huh. Professor Zaha. She's older. Let's go take a look. Tainari.
Oh, I came in, but as soon as I got here, I noticed someone banging on Cyrus's door. I was thinking of...
Granny?
Yeah, she's just... drinking and you, traveler? You didn't try to stop him? You...
Huh?
All right, I'll be heading back.
Granny?
I already. You'd have to be awfully.
Enough not.
You're out of your.
Oh, why you?
Professor Zaha.
And who? How long? It's which spring.
Hey, don't.
Come on.
Yeah.
Is far and
Yes.
yeah.
No, not.
That's good. Sometimes she was still. She had to make even during. She had, but every.
I'm sure she had.
I do remember. She said, if you ask me.
So that's how it is. I wonder if the password could be.
What are you trying?
My mother.
Your person. I've taught they would know some client when Faranak.
I see.
No, I think Faranak.
So instead of understanding, perhaps all we. Huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then you being the. If you're ever.
Thank you. I wonder what my.
They all say Zaha Hadid's class is the toughest, but I think it's actually not too bad. On the other hand, though, structural mechanics is definitely a pain, no matter how you try to approach it. I doubled down and managed to get through it in the end. I met someone special. At first, I didn't think much of him, but now, I feel very happy whenever I get to spend time with him. We decided to name our son Kaveh. I don't think a younger me would have ever imagined for the bad news came.
Huh? Is this a drawing? Seems like it was done by my mother. This blonde man was probably from the date. Maybe we were.
The one who invited the talkative, my husband. I don't think that man. We were not acquainted. Maybe my son will also partake in these gatherings in the future.
Who would have thought? There's more.
Kaveh, you are. No one will be able. Whenever you feel down, seek out a.
So that's well. Now that I've read. Although it'd be. Besides, and don't forget. Huh. Well then.
Oh, Hatham also got... Are you sure?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh.
You still haven't...
We're celebrating...
Then where's Kal?
She said she wanted to... Anyway. The curric... Yes. Anyway.
Never happened to me.
I just...
You two are hopeless.
Ooh, that's a good...
It's very simple. Instead of focusing on the amount of material you would like to teach...
Wow, you actually showed up. I could probably...
It's still more than... That's your...
So you're saying...
Precisely.
Hey, just to get...
What do you say?
Then...
There are only two...
You? Traveler, you aren't associated...
Well said.
Agreed.
Phase 2...
Hey, what...
Actually...
I'll make sure to...
Is there another phase?
I'm telling you, that
Have you considered...
It's too late. Besides... Cheer up, Kaveh.
We'll save that...
Osmanthus wine tastes the...
Taking this commission was truly the worst decision. Actually, while we're on that, what are you doing here at... Stress is just an inescapable part of being a working adult. Boss, I'll have a glass. Do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
Wine in a glass?
I know you're already keeping that god. Another glass.
You've got it, sir.
It really is, but perhaps I would spend a lot of... I suppose all of this...
Here's your drink.
Boss?
The meaning, anyway.
What do you... Yes. Art. Let's say that the problem... Sounds great. A different... I think it's just... And if I want to... Hold on. Maybe I'll...
Kaveh.
Yeah, it's...
I heard that you... Hard to make up. Unless...
Well...
I understand.
I mean, I obviously never have. Judging from the look. With that said,
Are you serious? Besides,
compared to the unlike the act, it's just so, regardless of.
What do you think, Traveler?
Then it's a deal.
Yes, it's a
As for the pay,
300?
300,000. I have to go.
I was never I've hosted free lectures before, but this would. Thanks so much. Now, what? All right. I was up last.
Lesson plan at the training center has all. Sure. It's almost time.
Huh. There's something else.
No need. There are 14.
20.
Oh, and I'm sorry to say this, but you.
Hey there. Can I help you? Oh, I heard.
Did you hear? Really makes...
That's true. For those who can't pass...
Man.
All class is over.
No, you weren't.
Oh, don't get. Alkami may fool an amateur, but he can't fool. In my opinion, there are 10. The architects who could. All these students are. How can they expect.
But, Mr. What's the big deal?
Your stud.
Yeah, my biggest.
He also said it won't be long.
Come on.
But.
You. Let's go, Traveler.
What's wrong, Carver? We're the students.
Yeah, I'm the students. If you're client, you know all.
You may deny it, or our client. Why should we, if it's near him?
Wait, how does that make.
We are already stuck. That's right. None of the more students.
And then when that happened.
But that's. Oh, and also, I'm not even scared.
You. I can't believe.
And that's saying only. I urge you, as the light, think it over, Carver.
I'm so mad. I feel a headache coming on. There's nothing. Of course, he is right. The most that they could accuse him of is. Oh? Did you notice something else? Yeah, the rate he gave. If you're gambling everything on making it right, we're never going to.
Oh.
Class finished. Of course, it's a good thing.
Res?
Yes, and for most, going from.
Just as.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Don't listen to him. Why would I?
Mr. Alcott, he told.
How much? And what was? Yeah, we need to find that merchant. Good idea.
We last saw.
Well, it's still. We need to do.
Oh.
You're Faha?
Yes.
Alkami. My friend here wants to enroll in his architecture class.
Oh, so
let me.
Oof. You call that a here.
And what if?
What do you mean? And even if it's hard work. Anyway.
I just did. Of course, if you act, even my.
What are you trying to say, huh? Too many people.
There are only a few.
Come on, you coward!
Be still.
Boom, boom!
I'll beat you on this one.
I don't think...
Debt has... But my debts, but these you sold...
Ha! And if we're going to talk about...
Ha! People Sino?
My vacation I see. Charging as it is highly... Any funds we man...
That should... Anyway.
It's no trouble. Just another... Did you accept...
He promised...
I wouldn't have gone either way, though.
Hey...
Let's get back to bit.
Huh.
The reward will...
Fine.
Is there anything...
I want to go...
Sure.
All right.
I have a few...
To think, Still... I think it's a little ironic. How should I put the arguments? Alkami's suggestion would have allowed every scholar, just speaking from... If I stopped at that point, any materialistic ease I may have gained and... It's certainly... My thanks again for being such a great... All right.
Would have guessed
the training
Mr. Kave said, ha! Only the best.
Why? Huh?
Now that I'll keep instructing. Oh, also, architecture is, if you want it as, and just as a heads up, all of this will be a huge step up from the superficial
We'll try our...
It seems some... All right, everyone, pack your stuff up. You'll know once we... This lighthouse, the point of today, I just want you, don't think about...
So...
Yep, as long as you think it'd look good. In my experience, both the study, so at least for... What do you think?
The case before us is it? Stranger.
Boats are made... Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
I'll keep an eye on...
Incinerate! Remarkable condition.
What's that? Join you for a walk?
Everything's ready. Let's go!
Stabilize! This is order!
Boom boom!
Be still.
Don't touch me!
Solidify!
Kamisato Aki. Suiyu!
Invisible evidence! Motion to compel! Just like we rehearsed!
Stabilize!
Boom boom! Incinerate!
I will have order!
All yours, should you have any use for them.
Can't you send someone any sooner? The clock is ticking, and I need this resolved ASAP.
I'm sorry, but we don't have any adventurers available at this instant. Ah, your timing is most optimal. Allow me to introduce Yu Ning, manager of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. She has commissioned the guild to...
Traveler? Ugh, Yunjin is always talking about you. Please, you've gotta help us find her. Yep, she's gone and disappeared. Now of all times, just days away from the big performance. All she left was this short note. If our audience doesn't get to see Yunjin...
That's what I said too, but...
Look, when you're a megastar like Yunjin, you gotta start taking things a little more seriously. Saying she'll be back doesn't give me a whole lot of reassurance when she's showing no regard for her own safety. Why does she have to go and practice somewhere so dangerous? What if something happens to her? What am I going to tell the audience? Well then, what if she gets into a scrape and hurts herself? If she gets so much as a scratch, it'll be a loss to the whole nation.
As you can see, this is what we're up against. Would you be willing to accept this commission?
Ugh, wonderful. Ugh, thank the stars. Please, you've got to bring her back, safe and sound.
Who's our target this time? Take it easy.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Solidify!